and get ready to enjoy a live show. Comment any questions, see what's up in our world of epic, and hear what we have in store. Welcome to Monster Monday. I like the cheering how that ends with the cheering and the yay. I dig that. Anyhow, welcome to Monster Monday. As you see, we have a full house here with a bunch of guests and a replacement, so everything is good. We have Dylan's replacement, Misty. So we have her on here for the hard-hitting news. We have Mandy, better known as Frosty. She's hanging out with us tonight because we have our wheel coming up. Want to say hi, Mandy?
Hi, everybody.
And we have our goat. The goat is on. It's a great Monday. How is everything, goat? Good?
A new shirt.
Yeah, you got a cool shirt. Frosty got him a shirt, a Christmas tree made of goats. So I think that's about as cool as it gets right there. That is really cool. And you see, I got a new backdrop I made today. I was doing a little painting. Literally just made it. I think I might be a little high from the fumes, but I do dig this part up on top. So Dylan can't say that.
It's good when it could have been better.
What?
It's good when it could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better. Somebody else could have done it. I can't wait until an artist gets here. So that's pretty good. But anyhow, we are gonna get started. We got a busy night. It is December 4th. We are on our way to Christmas. So that's why it says Christmas is coming. This is the first Monday of December, and we have 3 Mondays to go before Christmas. So that is coming up very fast. I am back home. Some of you may have known we had to have Dylan take over one night, Turbo take over one night. I had to fly up to Colorado and drive my daughter and her animals and all her stuff back so she can hang out here with me for a month of Christmas. So she didn't want to drive all the way back. I said, I'll fly out and drive you back if that'll get you here for a month. So it's a win-win for me. I got to spend a weekend with my daughter driving across the country, and now she's here for a month. So she's working upstairs. She came here. She can work remotely, and so now she's busy working. And Craig had a great question. What's Misty's title? This may be Misty's show by the end of this, so we're gonna wait to see what it is, because it may be, a monster or Misty Monday by the time we're done. So we'll have to see. So I don't know. We'll have to let you know at the end of this. We'll answer questions of Craig's at the end. So that was my weekend. Misty, what's up with you? Anything exciting?
It's snowing here.
He laughs.
It's hard not to laugh. It's hard not to laugh when I'm sitting in shorts and I just walked outside and I don't even need a jacket yet, so that's kind of funny.
Me either. Me too.
Yeah,
But it is December, and we haven't had much snow at all, so
we've been lucky.
Yeah, it's just funny to see it. I know that it's coming and it's December. You should have snow. It's not like a surprise, but I still like to hear that you have it and I don't. So it's kind of fun.
We usually don't have snow till January.
If that. We don't even get snow compared to what Misty and Mickey get.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need it. We need that blanket.
Yeah, it makes everything a lot better looking anyhow. True,
instead of brown.
Yes. So what's new with you, Mandy, other than you have snow coming too, because you guys live down the street from each other?
That's about it. That's the excitement in Minnesota world.
Awesome. Goat, what's up with you? Nothing? What'd you do all weekend?
I was at my uncle's house.
Yeah, your uncle's pretty cool.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy. I think that's why I like him. I kind of dig crazy people. Like what I kind of gravitate towards is a little bit on the crazy side. Like I'll tell you a quick story about Dylan because he's not here. But Misty can verify the accuracy of my story. One time we were riding motorcycle outside of Sturgis, and I wanted to get a nice picture of Dylan and I riding side by side. So whenever I ride by somebody, I pull up and I'll take my phone out like this and I'll get a picture of, across me and into the next guy. It's a nice picture. So I have Amy on the back, and I cruising up to Dylan, and I'm not really gaining on him. And I'm like, man, I get a little more gas, a little more gas. Pretty soon we're doing 105 miles an hour, and I have my phone out like this. Dylan thinks we're racing, and I'm trying to get a nice picture of pal. So he's just more gas, more gas. So I finally got my picture. When he realized what I was doing, he let off the gas a little bit, and so I got my picture with Dylan at 105 miles an hour, and Dylan's there too. So just because he's at work doesn't mean doesn't have time to watch. So Dylan can verify that was a true story.
Yeah, you left Paul and I in the dust. So.
We did leave a few people in the dust, but
Yes.
I did get my picture too. So that was
Well, and I can attest that happens frequently, huh, Misty, with Dylan?
Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan. We went to my uncle's house.
That's what you did at your uncle's
That's
house.
cool.
I
Yes,
like it.
you did have something. It's hard to get news out of you, when you didn't do much.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
It's art.
Is that
It's
Legos?
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Legos. I was trying to figure out what it was made out of. That's pretty cool. Is art? Yeah, like the art behind me, like that. Actual,
Did you-
real art.
Yeah.
You think Riot? You think Riot could be an artist
Maybe someday.
with a little more practice?
Maybe 10 years of practice.
10 years. 10 years. I don't know if I'll get any better.
Maybe 100 if you're still alive.
I kind of doubt it. I haven't exactly been real gentle to myself. So if I could see 100, I would be mad, crazy impressed. And that's not happening. So another 100 years, we'll all be dust. Except Dylan. He might not be.
Gavin, did you walk the dog or did the dog walk you?
What? Uncle Jason's dog.
Uncle
Oh.
Jason's dog.
Dog walked me.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I think we should get you a race chair. The ones that they do those high speed races in, and then get a greyhound to pull you around.
But maybe not yet. I'm a little crazy.
Not yet.
Why not yet?
I think that would be pretty fun. All right. Well, now that we know we got Dylan's replacement here, that's pretty good. So, South Park Legos. There you go. All right. I'm just talking to myself because I see comments. So
You get distracted.
I get distracted. I'm like, oh look, pretty butterfly.
Yeah.
All right, where are you going to? And if while I'm talking, I lose a tooth, don't be surprised because my fake tooth got knocked out again this weekend. So it's on a stud, and it was just a fix anyhow. But I just crammed it back in there, and it fell out like 3 times, and so I would not be surprised if the middle of a sentence I'm going to lose a tooth and give everybody a good chuckle. So don't be surprised and don't panic if you see a chiclet come flying out. Tomorrow is the big dentist day. I get the grill fixed, so see what happens. I want to go with the gold look, but Amy's telling me I can't be all ghetto-y, so I don't know.
I
Whatever.
just don't swallow it either.
Yeah, I'll see. That would be fun if you guys got to watch me choking on my fake tooth right here.
At least you didn't lose your tooth on a
And
slice.
I'm sure Amy's not watching, so she's not like she's going to run into the room and save me. I had to call my neighbor. Hopefully, one of my neighbors is watching. Anyhow, we got to get too much nonsense. We got to get going. Let's
Amy
see.
is watching.
She's in here. I just heard her
I
voice.
can hear.
She's standing behind me. That's how. Oh, she does love me. In case it really does happen. So either that or to finish me off. We're not really sure yet, but something like that. So see my graffiti.
I was gonna say you.
Riot loves
You
Amy.
painted
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
She said, "Why doesn't say Riot loves Amy?" I said, "Well, I can put that on there somewhere." So anyhow, Dylan, if you're still watching, you can see the Riot and Dylan's Monster Monday, but it might get fixed to Misty's Monster Monday. So yeah, and I don't know how. Oops, wrong one. I don't know how the goat knew that Amy was watching and I didn't know. How did you know I was watching? Oh, did you see it in the? I don't see it in the comments. I don't know. Oh, she says Facebook user. I'm sitting right behind you in case you choke on your tooth. Now I see it. You want to come on screen, Ann? No, that's a hard no. Okay. Let's see. Lost my whole train of thought here. All right. I was telling everybody we got the next set of pins in, so now I can put them all on the website. I've been waiting for these pins. I showed you the colored ones before, I believe, right? Did I show you the colored ones? I think I did. Andy, do you remember?
Yeah, I believe I've seen those.
Okay. Well, anyhow, here is the other pin right here. So I think they turned out pretty good. They're 1 inch diameter. So they look pretty good. They turned out really good. I can't believe the detail they can put in there. And I have these exact pins in the color that look just like our logo. So they are in and they will be available this week. I was waiting to put everything on until I get pictures of everything. So now we have it all and we're all good to go. So the pins are in. The Hokahay is next up on my list. The Hokahay packets. I got my packet in the mail, so I'm officially a Hokahay rider. I am signed up for 2024, the ride that's going from Daytona down to Key West and then up to Homer. The original one was Daytona or Key West to Homer. They're starting in Daytona. That's where a big Harley Davidson dealership is to sponsor us, and that'll give us a chance to get spread out a little bit too. So I think it's actually a good call on Beth's part to have it start in Daytona, and then if you're familiar with Florida, go down into Key West and then back out again. I think it's going to eliminate a lot of people. And if you're going to get a speeding ticket, you might as well get one the first, 4 hours of a, 10 or 12 day event, and then just enjoy Florida for a little bit and take the long way up to Alaska. But anyhow, we have those all came out. Everybody's posting their packets. So if any Hokahay riders have not yet submitted their form, do so, because right after we're done 13 days of Christmas, we are going to get into the Hokahay and get going on fundraising with that and our Zoom calls to help people out with some ideas and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. The calendar. I got done with the calendar. Hey, Amy, as long as you're at the table, we hand me that other calendar that's at the end of the table. The one from Paul. Have our calendars are all done. So I can show you a random month what they're going to look like. And they turned out really good. So they went into Abbott's printer. Thank you. They went into Abbott's printer and printing with Frankie Mountains. So they're going to be done. I don't know if they'll be printed this week. So stay tuned for those. But here is a random month I'm going to show you. This is May. I don't want to show August because Amy's watching. So there's what do you got? A glass of wine for you? Great. Now we're going to be violated on YouTube again. Here's a random month just to give you an idea what the calendars are going to look like. This is May. This is Drew's month. We have his quote, his ride, some random pictures, that kind of thing. So that's what all the months are going to look like. They're all different. They're all different colors. They all have different themes. The only thing we're doing different this year is all the rides will be listed. We're going to do the Monster Miles a little bit different this year. The monthly are coming out in 24. They're going to have your monthly ride, and your monthly ride is going to be X amount of points. But you can do any ride you missed. It's just not going to give you the same point value. So if you miss a month, you can go back and do the month. It's just going to be slightly less points. So that's going to be the only difference. But it'll be nice because this way I had some people ask me if they could get it ahead of time. And I was weighing the pros and cons. And I thought we'll do it this way and try this for a year. And that way people can plan rides ahead of time. So we put all the kids' rides all through the summer month. Last year we started out and did the first for the kids and we added jackhammers later. But this year we put all of those in the busiest riding parts of the year. So I think that's going to work out a little better. Let's see. Iceman makes me laugh. Anyhow, just coming behind the curtain with the calendar, because this is a calendar. I don't know who all ordered this, but this is Long Haul Paul. He is a fellow long distance rider. He rides for charity just like we do. He rides for MS, and a lot of our riders have done things with Paul. Mandy won this fall, his 30 days of riding, and raised money for it. But Long Haul Paul does a lot of riding and a lot of good for the MS community, and affects a lot of people. So he's got a great story himself. If you ever run into him and you want to share that, but he's got a great calendar that came out. So I ordered one of his calendars, support him. And I like this. This is what I did last year, where we just had scenery stuff, but it's really cool because when I look through his calendar, it just brings back a lot of memories. So a lot of people that ride or get out and see a lot of the country, if you get a chance to go on Paul's website, you can never have too many calendars, because calendars are inexpensive. They support a great cause, and you can put one in your office, one in your room, have one of Paul's, have one of the monsters, give them away, whatever you want to do. But I thought this was a nice touch, and I may steal this idea, because he signed it and put a little note on there. Thanks for all you do for the kids and blah, blah, blah. And he's got them numbered. He has a certain amount that he has, but I thought that was cool. So Paul, he's doing a cross country ride right now in the cold. So he's not watching, but Paul, I appreciate your calendar. It looks awesome. All right. Where am I here? Honor. What day is she on? I got my blank thing. I didn't fill in the day, so I have to look at it, because we are so close to the end now.
338.
What's that?
338.
338. We'll go with that. So day 338. That's absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm just like this all the time. I'm excited to get down there. I'm going to put out the details to that coming up here in the next week or so. But anybody that's around Texas on the 31st and wants to ride for a little bit, hit me up, hit Honor up, somehow get involved. We're going to be meeting down in Tyler. That's where Pearl is. We're going to meet down there, get Pearl, and we're going to go for a ride and finish out her big day. And we got some really cool stuff to talk about with Honor, and she is going to be coming on in 2 weeks on the 18th. So that is the week before Christmas and the second to the last Monster Monday of the year. So we wanted to have Honor come on that day. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you tune in that day to hear all about her ride and about the party at the end. The getting together on the 31st and celebrating her 365 days. So that's pretty cool. So Honor, I wish you the best of luck for the next few days, next 3 weeks, whatever you got here. And if you want to take Pearl out on any of those days and really give Pearl a memory, you go down to Tyler, and all you got to do is take her out and ride around the block. That counts as a ride. And then you can ride your bike home. So, Joey will get her out, get tires aired up, and get her all ready to go. Just, if you want to do that, make sure you get pictures and a video of you riding Pearl in your 365 days. That'll save me the trouble of making you ride Pearl when I get there on the 31st. So, so you either do it your way or my way, but I'm coming to Texas.
Don't forget about my ride.
What's that?
Don't forget about my ride.
I wouldn't forget about your ride, dude. It's definitely coming up. That's a whole conversation we're gonna have. So let's see. No, I totally lost my train of thought. Should we just talk about your ride right now, Gavin? All right. We're going to talk about Gavin's ride. I'm going out of order here. He just comes in here and owns the place. I love it. So Gavin has a big ride. You want to tell him what we're doing, Gavin?
Yeah.
Okay, Gavin, what are we doing?
We're going to all 48 states.
Awesome. So we're going to take Gavin on a ride, and we're going to do all 48 states. And to the best of my knowledge, I don't know of anybody who has done that. Do you, Gavin, know any kids that have done it?
No.
There's definitely not been a DMD boy who's done it. That's for sure. And I'm not sure about how many kids have done it, riding along with their parents. So I'm going to reach out to the Iron Butt Association, Ken will be able to help me out with that for sure and find out how many kids have done it. But that's what we're going to do. And you want to tell them who's going on the ride, or you want me to do that?
You do that.
All right. It will be myself, Hopper, Twister, Chase, and Iceman. And then you want to tell them who the additional lady rider is?
Mandy.
Frosty will be joining their crew as we go on the ride for the GOAT to do 48 states in 10 days to get him a really cool certificate. So that's going to be something. Gavin has been talking about going to all 48 states since I met him, that he wanted to hit all 48 states last year. When I asked him, he wanted to do the Texas thing because he's a Texas boy. Well, now he conquered that and he wants to move on. So what do you think about doing this ride?
I don't know. I've heard that the food up where you live is bland.
Not where I live. Where I live, there's a lot going on. But there's some other people on the show tonight that it's a little bland through part of their state.
Oh, it's beautiful up here.
Up where they're at is really nice. I'll say that. Where they're at is probably one of the better rides in the state. But just a shade on the other side.
Yeah.
It's pretty lonely for about 2 days.
Yeah, it is.
So you're not far, but I think it's going to be fun, Gavin. I think it's going to be something to see. It'll definitely be something to talk about. I'm super stoked. I thank you for coming to us and asking us to take you on this ride. We're going to put all the details out so people can, let's see that. There we go. So people can come and ride along for part of it, meet us at a dealership along the way. But we're going to put this out. We're going to put a team together for publicity and reaching out to people along the way. And we're going to have as big and badass as we can. And yes, Carol, we will be coming through Missoula, Montana for sure. We'll be on the interstate there as we cut through Idaho and did it. A bunch of us have done the 48 and 10. So we're going to kind of combine those maps. I actually have the map that I sent Jason, but I don't know what I did with it. I don't know. Next week I'll talk about that and I'll show you the map. But some of the states you just boom in and out of, but we're going to make some stops. We're going to try to hit DC, but that's pretty awesome. I'm super excited about it. And we will be leaving on the 6th of July. It'll be on the calendar, but it is on the 6th of July. And we'll be leaving Republic Harley the morning of the 6th, which is a Saturday. And then on the 15th, we will end Texarkana. That will be the last state. Arkansas will be the last state to hit. And then from there, we're going to come down into Texas, into Tyler, and have a little get-together down there at Lone Star with Pearl. So that's the plan. That's what's going on. Sorry, my little pit bull is barking at somebody, his shadow, I guess. That's the plan. So we're super pumped up about it. That's going to be really awesome. So, Gavin, you excited for it? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you, to go do that. That's pretty badass. I was a grown ass man before I got to all 48 states on a motorcycle. And I dreamed of going cross country on a motorcycle for a long time. So for you to conquer that is going to be really, really cool. So, and I know all the riders are pumped tonight. When I talked to Frosty, she was pumped to go do it. So
I was bawling. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's pump. So that's a good sign. So but that is a great. So this is really funny. So that's pretty good. But we're gonna have a great time with it. There'll be a lot more details out on that ride. But I am super pumped. I'm super pumped that Gavin wanted to do it, asked us to do it. And we are going to tackle it. So it's going to be really something to talk about. All right. Now I got to go back up my page and get back to our 13 days of Christmas. Today is day 4. So we had 3 winners. Big Daddy won on day 1. I got his box right here. I thought I'd wait until day 4 to ship them. And I have Big Daddy's box. I have Becky. She won day 2. Hers boxed up right here, and Honor was day 3. Hers boxed up and ready to go. So now we just have to get a winner for day 4. And Mandy, what was the totals at?
Give me just a second because there was just a donation just came in, so I've got to update everything.
Well, that's awesome. I tell you, I'll hit on it a little bit, but to give everybody an idea of how cool this is, you know, when Gavin came to the idea, Gavin, you want to tell them about the idea and how you came up with it? No? Am I putting you on the spot?
Yeah.
Well, Gavin wanted for the monsters to get involved to help some other kids out. So last year he asked me if we could get some presents for some other boys who have DMD. And I put a thing out to get together to get our boys presents. And he sends me a message. Not us, dummy. I'm talking about other boys. Do you remember that? So I told him we didn't have time last year. The calendars were already out. It was already December 1st when he came to me with the idea. So I said I would do it this year. And here we are. And here's a list of boys that we have. And, you know, we have a spreadsheet. Thank you to Value, who sent me this spreadsheet out with all the boys and all of their questions that they answered. So we have 10 kids. Not all of them made the cut. A couple of them did not get accepted, but most of them did. And we have 10 boys. And if anybody is interested in sending anything directly to the boys, then it has to come through one of us. So if you send it to myself or you send it to Mandy, we will turn around and send it to the boys. I can't list addresses to a bunch of kids that I don't know that aren't involved with our program. These are just kids that reached out. We said we were sending them presents. That's it. I don't want to post information about kids like that. So if anybody does want to give to anybody, you let me know. But if you get it to me or Mandy, we'll get it mailed out to them. And whatever box you send it in, I'm just going to re-sticker it. I hate to do that, but that is the best and the safest way. And, you know, like I say, I just don't know these families like I know our families. And before I put the addresses out to our kids, you know, we got that cleared by all the parents. And so just a little bit different, but
So Riot, on that, if people send us packages, just shoot us a message too, so we know that it's coming. So I can, you know, like you or I, if I'm getting packages at home, I'm not going to really expect much, but then I know I've got to move it to somebody else.
Yeah, let us know, but we'll make sure it gets out there as soon as it gets in. I'm going to be out of town for a bit, but, you know, if you get it out to me, I'll be mailing it still in time because I'm mailing everything on the 18th and 19th. Anyhow, we got some great stuff. I got a list of things. We're going to try to start shopping here tomorrow, but there's, you know, 10 kids and they range in where they're from and what they need. And all kids, we're not just doing a blanket thing where we're getting 10 kids the same thing and just cut and paste addresses. We're not doing that. You know, we're going through and we're taking things off their list. So some kids may get much more or much less. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. So let's see. Yeah, I'll have to check into that, Brandy. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
So,
I know how to do that too. I know how to set that up.
we're not sure if we're gonna get that detailed into it. Like we have their list, and it's just a lot of work that nobody has time for right now. We got a million things going on with this and everything else. So I don't know if we're gonna get that involved. You know, we have their list. We've collected the money. We collected over $5,000. Do you have the total?
I do. $5,385.
That's absolutely amazing. When Gavin came up with this idea, I thought if we could raise $1,000 and help 10 kids get something, that would be great. And then, you know, we want to get our boys something cool, which I did. If Gavin wasn't on the show, I could show everybody what we got him because it's right here in a box. But I can show you one thing we got him because I already showed it to him. We got Where the Sidewalk Ends, and I thought I was doing something really cool, like getting a book that he had never heard of or anybody else had never heard of. And first thing Mandy says when I showed off my new book was, "Oh, I read that book." And this is a big time book, so I guess people probably read it, but that's new to me. I'm not much for
It's
reader.
a fun book. It's a poem book, so it's really fun.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. So I think Gavin will dig it. So, but the rest of their presents, we'll have to keep that secret until the boys get it. So that's that. But I want to thank everybody for donating, getting involved with the wheel. You win some cool stuff. Jug has made a bunch of cool stuff I put together. Every day is different. what you get. I think today has Hopper's book in it, Wild Ass sweatshirt, the same sweatshirt Misty is wearing, I think. So that was really nice that you model that on the day we're giving one of those away. And if it's not that exact one, then I apologize because I know it's a Wild Ass sweatshirt that I included in this particular package. So that's that. We're going to get that winner. Do you get the wheel ready, or do you want me to do that somehow?
Nope, I just sent it to Jessica. Jessica, if you got that, did you get that?
I got it.
Okay,
Awesome.
there you go.
So Gavin the goat is going to spin the wheel on his event. So Gavin, can you put it through?
3, 2, 1. You can't see
I
it.
can't see. I know. It's terrible.
Gavin,
We got the big worm family.
who?
The big worm family.
The big,
worm family.
yep.
That's pretty awesome. Well, congratulations to the Big Worm family. If you're watching this, you have to send me your address.
Yeah,
Because-
I was like, I don't know who that is either.
And Jason didn't win. So, and every time
It's rigged.
time somebody spouts off, they lose one spot on the wheel. So
Yeah,
No,
Jason's gone.
another one of Jason's off. Oh, wait, make that 2. Anyhow, so the Big Worm family, congratulations on day number 4. I think it's awesome. I appreciate you donating. I appreciate everybody. So it's fun to watch. Pay attention to day 5 tomorrow. We're going to put it in every day. I'll try to get a picture of what's going in that day's drawing. I know what is in every day except day 7. Day 7 was a mystery box, and I don't know what's in the box. So when you get it, you're either going to laugh, be happy, or what the hell. So I'm not sure that it's not socks I was going to mail to my kid in college 4 years ago. I don't know what it is. I found it behind my desk. So we'll see what it is when you open it. So there's that. All right. Thanks for spinning that, Gavin. It was good. You could have done like my painting. Oh, that's too funny. All right. So all the day 1 through 4 are going to ship tomorrow. I'm going to ship them. After that, I don't think I'm going to get anything shipped until the 18th because I'm going to be out of town for a little bit. And then I come home and I have to go right out again for a special trip. So I got a lot going on. So anyhow, everything will be mailed out the week of the 18th. So 18th or 19th, if you don't win, tomorrow's might get out by Wednesday. We'll see, but I don't think so. But we'll find out for sure. All right. So, in other big news about the 10 days or 10 kids of Christmas, this is pretty big news because I think it's really cool. One of the kids who reached out to us was James, and James, I don't have it on here where he's from, but let's see. Anyhow, James from California. So he's from California. He's 7 years old, and he's really adventurous. It really sounds like a cool kid. But anyhow, his wish list was an electric guitar. So I don't know anything about musical instruments. I tried to figure out, where you buy an electric guitar. I was trying to figure all that stuff out, and let's see. No, I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, on an electric guitar. The electric guitar, I didn't know anything about. Well, lo and behold, James Mooney, one of our monsters, a very active monster, all kinds of things. He was at Hops Rally. He's been all over the place, done all kinds of rides for us. He reaches out to me, and he has an electric guitar he wants to give little James. So I thought that was really cool. So I hit up James' mom and asked, what else they had, if they need anything else. And they didn't have an amp. So I told James, we're just going to buy an amp and some other things. Well, James went back, hits me back up. I got you covered. We have an amp and everything. So it's really cool. We're going to send him a couple little things, a tuner and cable, and that's about it. But it's really cool to see how this is branched out. You go to, all these monsters now are scattered all over the country, all over the world, really. And here's a kid in California who wants electric guitar. We're doing a show from Jersey, and a monster from down south grabs that thing and hooks us up. So it's really cool how it all just comes together, and everybody does their part, and everybody, steps up at crazy times, and does things that just above and beyond all the time. And it's just never ending. There's so many badass people involved with what we got going on. I just can't stress it enough. Sometimes I'm not the best at putting it into words, but it's really cool. Now that was really awesome. And that was on that kid's wish list. If there was anything in the world you could get for Christmas, what would it be? And he wanted an electric guitar more than anything else in the world. So they had a wish list, a want list, and a need list. And that was his one and only thing on his wish. So that is badass. We can't thank enough James for doing that. And he's going to mail it. I told him, you mail it out there and we'll pay for the shipping. And then we're going to get him the other things. We're all good. But that was really big news I had for this week. So I thought that was really cool. Somebody going above and beyond like that. So that's really badass. So thank you. He gets a round of applause. So I'll give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause, Jeff. Oh, I like that. Anyhow, so thank you. That was our big news. That and Gavin's ride where Mandy will be joining us is big news. And I asked Frosty if she wanted to join us. And the first text I get after that was her husband. And go. So that was pretty funny. And that's an inside joke, but it's just funny. And go means get after it. So anyhow, let's see. Get the right newspaper here, right paper going here. Got that. The only thing that I have before we get into this news that Misty's over there going, when's it my turn? When's it my turn? It's coming. One more second. On the 25th of December, Christmas Day is a Monday. We are going to be doing a special Monster Monday you do not want to miss. So mark it on your calendars. It will be 3 p.m. Eastern time. So whatever that is in your world, it's 3 p.m. here. So there's a reason why we have to do it at 3 p.m. and you want to tune in and watch us. We'll give you a couple more hints of everything that'll be going on, but one of the hints is on our show already. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun, but stay tuned for that Christmas Day special. And it's going to be at 3 p.m. It won't be too long, but just going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. And let's see. Now we're at the best part of the whole day. This is the part we've been waiting for because we got the wheel and everything. We knew that was happening, but we got to this news part, and Dylan sends me a message today. I don't know if you were counting on me to do the news, but if you are, it's going to be 2 hours late because he's busy working. Christmas time, he drives for UPS. Today, they boomed it out, and he's busy. So I said, no problem at all. I knew that was coming, and we have a backup plan. And I said, I just have to get Misty the message and say she's been promoted. So without asking her or even talking about it, I just sent her a message. You've been promoted to news director. You'll be on at 7:00. And in typical Monster fashion, never miss out on anything epic. Here she is. So Misty, welcome to Monster Monday, and thank you for stepping up.
Yeah,
the floor is yours.
Well, I probably won't be as good as Dylan, but here we go.
You're already better.
I hope he's watching. So I didn't have a lot of time, but I reached out to the heroes and I actually got quite a bit of information. So I had to give them a little dig. I told them that I said, you got to help me out and have me do better than Dylan with this. So you got to help me out. So, so of course, Jamie, he stepped up his game big time here. So, so Alfie, he is, he went to see his new secondary school that he'll be going to next year. And he got to burn things in chemistry lab, so he loved that. But then he seen 4 dissected rats in biology lab, and he wasn't too happy because he loves rats.
He loves animals.
Yeah, and I guess he thought that their families would miss them. So, yeah, what a heart.
You
So-
gotta love it.
Yeah. Speaking of heart, he got to hold the lamb's heart in his hand, which he thought was totally disgusting. So
At least it wasn't a goat's heart.
that is true.
That's
That
a
is
fact.
awesome.
100% true.
Perfect. Go. I
A
didn't think of that.
lamb is okay.
A lamb would be okay though. And he, where am I at here? And as you know, Alfie School has reduced hours compared to other kids. So even though in this short time he manages to get in trouble on a really regular basis,
My boy.
like each and every day. So that's what his dad is saying. That each and every day, Alfie's still managing to cause a little trouble. So, but he's hoping to go see that. I hope I'm saying this right, Jamie. You'll have to correct me. The AC Milan game next Wednesday night in Newcastle. He gets to see this because he's having his bone infusion the following week, and this makes him really sick and very tired for a few days. So, poor Alfie.
Yeah, it makes him really sick. You know,
Yeah.
last time he was like sick, laying in bed for a day and a half.
And I didn't know anything about this AC Milan's, but he said it's the last football match in Newcastle group game in the Champion League. They haven't played in it for 20 years. And this is their first year back. And if they win, a win takes them to knockout stages. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Big time sporting event over there.
Yeah, so that's cool. Drew just had his birthday weekend, and so they had a big celebration this weekend. They had a bunch of family over, and he went to 2 of his favorite restaurants, where he had a burger and mac and cheese.
It looked good too.
What's that?
It looked really good too.
Yeah, it did. He had fancy cake donuts, apple crisp upside down cake, which I've never heard of, but that sounds totally amazing.
Yeah, I'm in. I want to
Yeah.
go have lunch.
And of course, cheesecake. So, who doesn't want
Oh,
that?
I'm definitely in.
Yeah, so I don't know why I didn't go to his birthday. Dang. For his birthday, he got a PS5 controller, more LED lights for his bedroom, more gamer stuff, and of course, money to spend. And they said, needless to say, they are all exhausted from the busy weekend. But he's already excited now for Christmas. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, so that was Drew's busy weekend. Jack, I haven't heard anything from. So does anybody have anything on Jack?
No, and Jack's mom does not get the messenger thing, so I have
Yeah, so
I put WhatsApp on my phone for it, but I didn't hear anything, so that means nothing is bad either, I guess.
yeah, no news is good news.
Yeah.
And that leads us to Gavin. Gavin, do you want to tell us about your news?
I had to sit by myself at my own table at lunch.
Why is
Wow.
that?
What?
I left my banana on the table.
So you got in trouble at school and had to sit at the table by yourself?
I had to stare at a wall.
Well, I tell you what, you better stay in good graces, because look, I'm wearing my Monster Day shirt right now. So that means we're getting ready for another Monster Day. So don't be getting Miss Miller all mad at us before you get
I have a 99 in math and science.
Oh, good.
Good
You're
job.
smart. You're smart. You just misbehave.
You just forgot a banana.
He just forgot his banana, y'all. Just forgot
Oh,
his
you forgot it. You forgot it at the table. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of horse. That's
I put tahini on a banana
why would you do that?
because it's good.
Oh boy.
Hey, what did you start doing? What did you start using last week at school?
Text to speech.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Good.
Good. Sometimes I struggle with that. I don't think I talk very good.
What did it keep putting on your assignments, even though you weren't saying it?
It said, what did it say? It said pooping.
It says pooping on it. That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Instead of what?
I don't know.
Oh.
What else?
That's
did
pretty.
you
So how's your hands? How's your hand strength holding up?
say? What did Miss Tess tell you today in OT? You're getting kicked out of occupational therapy, right?
Yeah,
For 6 months. Why?
because I'm good.
Really?
I'm
So you're getting kicked out of therapy.
That's good.
That's good.
You make sure you keep that hand strength up because if you ride with me, you're going to need to hold on.
You're just gonna have to strap him in because you know he's gonna be sleeping anyway.
We do that anyhow, but you still gotta hang on. We got to get 48 states in 10 days.
Yeah.
And when we hit the plains, we're gonna hit some high speeds. What's the fastest you've went on a motorcycle?
Should I tell him?
Oh yeah, that was with me, right? No, forget it. My bad.
Yeah, we shouldn't have that discussion.
We
What's
only
the
went
fastest?
50 miles per hour.
Was that-
Nice.
Good job. I totally forgot what I was asking. I was like, oh, how's the fastest? I was thinking, like you're gonna tell me a funny story about Hopper or something. I forgot that you're riding with me, and you know that.
You got him trained.
And that's good too, Gavin. That's what I told him. You can't be saying some things, but it's all good. So we know how fast Gavin went on a motorcycle. It was a touch over the speed limit.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was all good. All right. You got anything? Any other news?
Turbo.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So he had his infusion today, and they had to skip last week because of COVID. He also started 2 new heart meds today, so hopefully that all goes well. They've just been home trying to fight the bug, and he's been using his nebulizer and cough assist machine, which he said helps a lot. So
Awesome. Well, cool. Gavin, you got anything else to add?
His name's Mr. Man.
I have one more thing. So Gavin, you entertain him. I gotta find a book that I gotta show.
What did you do this weekend?
Booga booga. Booga booga.
Hold on, you get a book.
Booga booga. Booga booga.
Tell me you got pulled by a sled dog.
Booga booga.
oh, cool.
How big was he? How's big his bullet?
10 times the size.
Say he's about 135 pounds, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna dissect him.
Silly. All right, I gotta show you a book that somebody made. I'm gonna put a picture of this up, but here is her card. Her name is Kirsten. If you can see that card, because you're gonna want this number. So I want people. Can you read that number on there?
No, you might have to post it.
Okay,
No, it's blurry.
I'm dissecting a body.
I'll post it in the comments when I'm done here. And her face. I'll put this card right on our website because when I show you this book, it is really cool. So I get sent this book. See how cool this thing looks? All right. No, that's a pretty cool looking book just in itself, all the motorcycle stuff. But look at this.
Oh, cool.
That is the logo built into the book. Let me get this thing going straight. It has their logo, and every page has been something done, altered to it, and colored. Every single page through the book to give it that look.
How does that work?
That is pretty cool.
That works by incredible work. if you can see the pages, how they're cut. See how each page is cut a little bit different than the last?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. People have such mad, crazy talent with things. I can hardly paint a sheet hanging behind me. And then people come up with this. So this is absolutely, and me holding it here does not do it any justice to what this thing actually looks like. So this is really cool. I don't know if she's out there watching this. If she is, she can comment. But it's really cool. So Aaron, thank you for this. Kirsten, thank you for making it. It's really awesome. I think this is going to be a prize coming up in something. So stay tuned for that. But it is like just beyond epic. So really, really cool stuff. And there she is. There's Kirsten right here. Do you want to? And so she's watching. Do you want to post your card, or you want me to post it? Anything like that? Because I think this would make a great gift. Not just the Mile Monster part of it, but if you had something else you wanted to put in there, I'm sure she could do something else. She can do this. She's going to be able to do a lot of things. Really cool. So, and the work involved with each page, I went through there. I was so amazed at how you put this together and figure it out of where to color these and how to do it. It's absolutely amazing. So, just another person stepping up, doing really cool stuff. So that's really cool. And there she goes. Let's see. So there, you just busted that, Gav. But that is really cool. So Kirsten, that is like super awesome. I mean, I'm so impressed with that. I want to hire you to do
I
another one.
ripped off his leg.
That's awesome. But I definitely want to hire you to do another one because I'd like to give one away, and I definitely want to keep one for my office because this is just absolutely epic. So I want to put this out to everybody. So I'm going to make a special post just about this book so people can share it to their own thing. So if anybody's looking for it, so I will take care of that as well.
I ripped off his arms.
You're kind of a savage. You're kind of a savage. All right, that's all I have. I want to thank her for that. I'm glad I remember to get space things off at the end. But I think I'm all good. Next week, somebody will be hosting Monster Monday because I will be out of town. We'll figure that out later because I kind of think it should be Dylan, but he's all busy. So working. So anyhow, I will figure that out. It'll be Dylan or it'll be somebody else.
Misty and I will do it. Yeah, one of us will do it.
Somebody
Yeah,
else.
Well, because I'm sure I'm going to end up having to do every live anyway for the drawing.
Yes, because that will be another wheel. Oh no. Yes, that will be a wheel. There'll be a wheel winner on the 11th. That is day 11. And I'll definitely be on the 13th because that is the last day. I'm going to try to be on. If I have good internet, I can do it. But if not, I'll be winging it. But we'll figure it out. So
I will host.
Awesome. Host? Yep. We'll have Gavin host.
Yep. You got it, bud.
I'm the master.
It's all you.
You're the master?
Master in disguise.
Yeah, I don't think you have very good internet connection on whatever you're on because you freeze up a lot when we're watching you.
He doesn't know how to sit still.
If you move around too much, the camera, it freezes you.
Okay, watch this.
Yeah. So Dylan said he had a flat today. Otherwise, he would have made it. So that's what you need, when you're working 12, 14-hour days. That's what you want to have as a flat tire when it's snowing.
It's snowing, yeah.
Go, Dylan, go. Like, God loves Riot most. He clearly does not love Dylan most. He's like, I'm going to give you snow and a flat tire. How's that?
Yeah. Yay.
Yay. So anyhow, that's all I got. Thank you, everybody, for being on. I appreciate you. You don't have to hang up. When I'm done with this live, you're still going to be there. But, Goat, you want to end with anything?
1 second.
All right. Misty, you want to end with anything?
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Thank you for stepping up. I mean that. I like to give you a hard time, but I really do appreciate me just sending you a message and you just saying, okay. and coming on. And you are much better looking than Dylan. So you still get the magical fireplace and the tree and everything. It's just much more beauty and much less beast. So it's a pretty good trade on our part, I think.
Thank you.
Matt, Frosty, you want to say anything? I'm killing
Nope,
time.
I am good for the night, and hopefully, I know Jessica threw out a thing too. Once we hit the 6,000 for the monster, she's going to give. I think she's got some. What are you doing, Jess? Coffee?
Just a swag. We can do coffee of their choice, cocoa, and whatever goat stuff I have.
Okay.
All right. So Gavin got done with his note, and it says, "Goats are the best animal, and Hopper loves blue."
Nice.
Ding, ding, ding. Around 10.
Yeah.
You better
Just remember,
be careful with that color war.
Hopper is the one that's going to be training you to do your 48 and 10. So you better be nice to Hopper.
Good luck.
That's okay. Obviously, he loves blue. He has a blue motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he didn't love blue, he wouldn't have a blue motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good thinking. That's awesome. All right, well, that's all I got. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the support with all of our things that we got going on. So many things going on, and it touching so many lives. It's unbelievable. These kids that we've reached out to, some of them have incredible stories, stories of things not going great. So it's going to be well timed for us to step in and help some of these families out at Christmas time. But thank you. I hope you enjoy this Christmas season with your own families. And Gavin, thank you much for coming on.
Have a good night.
All right.